First of all, congratulate the University of Wisconsin. Great environment. I thought they played very well. From our standpoint, got to be able to stop the run to win a football game, and then they passed the ball effectively as well, so they're very efficient passing the football. When we did get them in the third and long, a couple times they successfully converted, especially the last one, or the one that went down to the 1 yard line. We make the play. On the offensive side of the ball, got to be able to run the ball somewhat, and you got to be able to pass the football. And we can't turn it over and throw a touchdown. A pick six. It makes it even more difficult, even though the score was sort of one way at that point. 17-0 at half. Came out the third quarter and tried to rally back. Had a fake punt, probably our biggest play of the game. Fake punt to get us down there, and but we didn't do anything with it. So very disappointing day. Take responsibility as the head football coach. Got to win our individual battles, whether it's coaching, whether it's playing, whether it's tackling, whether it's catching the football, whether it's throwing the football, whether it's blocking, whatever it is. Football is a game of technique, repetition, and you've got to be able to win your set. So I'll take some questions, go from there, get you home.
Mark, one first down in the first half.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I said that at halftime.
What did you think you could do against them that wasn't there?
Well, I thought I'd be able to run a little bit more effectively. Also thought we'd throw a little bit more effectively. You go into a game with a game plan, you figure something's going to work, but you got to execute those too. We've got some different things that went on. We've got pressure. I didn't think we threw on time. I thought this was the first game we probably didn't throw on time as well as we had, and it looked like we had some guys open and we didn't get them.
Mark, in your tenure, normally after a loss in a big game, you guys have bounced back pretty well.
Yeah.
Did you feel like there was just a lack of something today, whether it was emotion or whatever it might be?
Well, I thought we came up here emotionally ready. We talked about it. We talked about, you can't play this game without emotion. You just can't. It's very, very difficult. And when something like this happens, it becomes even more difficult because, there's mental stress involved in this as well. But you got to play the game excited. You really do. And I didn't think we did that as the game progressed. We were unable to do that because we didn't get anything, something good didn't happen. Even when they fumbled the football early in the game, they fumbled it twice, and we didn't get on it. So something good's got to happen for you, and then it sort of springs you forward a little bit, and nothing really did for us. So I don't think we quit. I don't think that happened. It's 17-0 at half, and it's 17-0 even into the third quarter, but we never really got anything going. Maybe did at the end of the game, but we never got anything going.
You were looking for something to spring you forward after that fake punt, the back-to-back sacks. Does that take you back?
Yeah, it took us out. Took us out of it, and we had a punt, I believe, and we were going to go for it. But when it's 4th and 17 or whatever it was, I can't remember. But yeah, and I thought we had a guy. I thought we had a guy clean. Maybe I don't know. You got to watch the film to see. Quarterback's got people coming at him and things of that nature. But got to make a play. We got to make a play.
Mark, you played three top 25 teams this year, lost to all three, only scored 17 points. 7 games in, was it a mistake to not bring in new offensive staff? And if not so, how do you fix it?
Well, I don't think we ask those questions right now. We're 6, 7 games into the schedule. I think that's sort of a dumbass question, quite honest with you.
Coach, you've seen Ohio State and Wisconsin's defense. What does Wisconsin do that made them so effective?
I'm sorry?
Well, what did Wisconsin's defense do that made them so effective?
Well, it's what they've been doing all year. It's their 4th shutout. They do a good job in terms of giving you different looks as far as pressure, things of that nature. And they got good players coming off the edge and the speed coming off the edge. They overload you with some different type of blitzes, which a little bit schematically, they get on you. They get on you, play a lot of cover 1 coverage, cover man coverage with middle field safety, and do some combination things in the boundary. But they've been playing well all year, and you saw the effect of it.
Mark, with the way their offense controlled the time of game and the possession,
very frustrating.
Does that, having made the changes to go faster, and that, do you have to rethink that now? That's how you had previously played.
Well, if you look at it and you say, how did we used to play? we used to play like Wisconsin to some degree. But you need to have the people in the right position. You need to be able to win at the point of attack at tight end and at fullback and things of that nature. And we've made the decision to switch to this type of tempo and this type of offense right now. And that's been sort of evolving over the last couple of years, I would say. Can't turn back the clock to 2008, 2007. But you're sort of. I can't sit there and say rethink. You got to look at it, critique it, and everything like that when you watch the film.
Mark, you said last week.
You got opportunities to make some plays. I'm sorry. You got opportunities to make plays. You got to execute.
Going into last week, you said there's a chance to measure up, and you had 2 weeks against.
You had 2 weeks against top 10 teams.
What does that kind of tell you? Where
we're not there yet. That's what it tells me. We're not there. We should be. We've got some very good players, but we're not there. Not in the last 2 weeks. So we got to recollect things. We got a bye week. We got to recollect ourselves, and push forward. That's the only way I know how to do it.
Mark, you referenced the mental part earlier. What do you do to keep the team motivated right now going into next week?
Well, I think everybody who's ever played the game of football have been in a situation like this at one point or another, and they've collected themselves and took a step back, evaluated the situation, and took a step forward.
What do you think is the biggest thing that's keeping you from that level?
From which level?
Ohio
From
State.
Ohio State. There's a lot of things you can look at. You can look at all kinds of things. You can make a list, probably. I hate to say it like that, but right now we don't have a guy that can go the distance and gain 100 yards every week and running the football. There's a whole list of things, but you got to compare yourself to the people who are doing that as well. In that particular game, you got to say, okay, line up and say, how do we play against Ohio State? How do we, didn't run the ball as effectively as we wanted to, things of that nature. So I think there's a lot of things you got to look at, but you got to call it the way you see it too, right? You can't sit there and say, well, we were almost there, we weren't. And to Wisconsin's credit and to Ohio State's credit, they have very good football teams.
Mark,
They have marquee players at a couple positions.
Sorry, you hold Taylor below 100 yards rushing, only 3.1 yards per carry. If you knew those numbers going into the game, would you be happy with that? And were you happy with how you defended just him? What do you think?
I didn't even know that, but they hit a jet sweep for a touchdown for 67 yards. You got to tackle on the perimeter a little bit. They hit a touchdown, down on the 1 yard line or so. So I can't say that. I know that I think coming into the football game, if we were going to win, we had to be able to stop him. But I thought there was some surges, and I thought he ran. He might only got those yards, but I thought he ran effectively. He surged forward. He got the tough yards. They were long drives with long possessions. The first quarter was 2 3 and outs with us, and they had the rest of the time on the entire clock. So they had 18 plays at halftime. It's tough to win a game with 18 plays at halftime. Part of that was them on offense. A large part was them on offense, controlling the ball, and then again it was us on offense not being able to effectively get first downs, which was obvious.
Mark, are there any positives that you could take from this, and is this a good time for a bye week?
It's a good time for a bye week. That's a positive. I would say that I didn't think we quit. I think we lacked emotion, which again is hard to continue playing when those things are happening like that. But got to play more. I guess what do you want to say? We faked a punt. There's a positive.
How do you use the?
I thought we got emotion too. I thought we got a little sense of, okay, we make a, score at that point in time, make it 17-7. We're going to play more emotional. I don't know that guarantees us winning the football game, but we could play more emotional.
How do you use this bye week, and are pretty much all jobs, even for the veterans, up for grabs at this point going into the Penn State game?
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say our football our players' jobs are up for grabs. I'm just going to say we're going to play the best players, and we're going to work at it, and we've always tried to do that. But this is collectively a group of people that didn't succeed, coaches, players, and I'm not going to stand in there and blame players. I'm not going to do that.
Mark, at this point of the season, when you're playing 2 back-to-back top 10 teams like that on the road, is it harder? you were happy with some of the flurries last week, I thought. Was it
Yeah,
harder
we
to
were
get
in
a
the game
spark?
more last week than this today.
Harder to get a spark when it's back-to-back 8 quarters like that against that type of competition.
Well, you want to be a champion. Everybody wants to be a champion. Every year, everybody strives to be a champion, so you know, that's what you want to measure yourself against. You want to drive towards that, you know. And you know, when you're playing well and everything's going as you would hope, you know, it's a lot easier to do. When things start to fall apart, it's more difficult to do. I think that's human nature in anything that you do for a living. It's difficult, but you know, you got to rally back. It's the only way I know how to do it.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you.